Hi guys. Feel a bit down, really down, really down. I think that's partly because I've run out of my tablets, and yesterday I didn't take any medication, and I'm not in withdrawal yet, but my brain realizes there's a drop in maybe serotonin or whatever. Yeah, I didn't take the medication because I only had two tablets left, and the weekend, came along, and yeah. It's Saturday now, and I know I'm too late now. I'm too late to. Oh God, what am I talking about? I'm too late to go to the clinic to get. It's going to be too late when I arrive there, so I have to take a tablet today. Otherwise, I'll go into withdrawal because the half life of paroxetine or Seroxat or Paxil, what it's called, it's called in other parts of the world. It's about 16 hours. And so all hell starts to break loose after that time. And it's been 24 hours, so I'm in there in that period. My head feels really tight, tight, tight. And actually, I was looking at the comments for an hour and trying to answer. That doesn't help. Not that any of the comments were bad. It's just work. Answering one and then explaining to another person the exact same thing that I explained to a person a few comments before, having to repeat myself. None of the comments were really bad. There were some were okay, some were brilliant, some were yeah. Yeah, what happened was I knew this would happen. I tried to be good. I tried to trust and love everyone and try and be positive. You know, I think there's an old saying. I think I read it before or heard about it before. There's an Arab saying: "Trust in God, but tie up your camels." Yeah, be positively. Be positive, but in a tentative way. Be positive, but don't. But not all out positive. Have a backup or a few backup plans, which means you don't really trust too much in another person or other people or this positive stuff. Don't burn your bridges. Leave room for a plan B, plan C, an escape plan. So anyway, some really lovely people, some lovely people have donated. Hang on there. It doesn't mean just because you haven't donated, you're not lovely. All of you are lovely, but these people have sent me money to help me in my situation with the dogs as well, and it's been fantastic. I'm just like a child. I told my wife about this, and I showed her the screen. Oh look, I've got some money now. I can go to the vet, and it's enough to pay for vet bills. I can get the leads. I can get collars for my dogs, and if I've got any left over, I can get some supplements for myself, for my brain, for my gut. It'll be fantastic if I can. So my wife got me the card. She ordered the card because I couldn't find my card, and now I've bloody lost it. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the house, unless somebody took it. So I've made an appointment for next week to see the vet, and my wife wanted to move because it's on her account. She wanted to. She told them, "Look, it's my husband's paying for it." Yeah, I was thinking, all right, she doesn't want any money to come out of her account. I understand that. Yeah, it's the right thing to do because now I have money, then I will pay for it, so it will go on my account. That's fair. But she was saying like to fix, basically the the land has to be mowed, and it costs 150 quid or whatever. And she said, okay, now you can pay for it because now you've got money coming in. And I said, that money coming in, I can't rely on people sending me donations every month. This month they might have sent me enough to pay for the vet bills and to get some shampoo, some neem oil, something for the dogs. It's fantastic, but I can't expect that every month. Well, I could expect it, but it's a thing that fluctuates. It's a bit like YouTube. YouTube might send you some love. The algorithm sends you love, and you might get a video that will blow up, and you get money that way. The next month you might not. It's all, if somebody sends you a donation, unless it's some kind of a membership thing where every month they give you something every month, then that's different. You still have to give some value. You have to make a video or write a book or something. You have to do something for that money. Or maybe not, but I don't have a monthly thing where people send me money, I don't even have any benefits sorted out. Because everything is up in the air until I sell this house. See, my wife is in control of everything. She's in control of people selling the house. Why is she in control? Because I can't handle the stress. Like doing the YouTube channel, looking after the dogs, my own stuff, the house is a mess. It's already too much, so much. To be honest, I just started crying today because I'm so I'm so frustrated. I laugh and I might put the camera down and I end up crying afterwards. It reminds me of I used to see my mum. She was going through chemo, and they used to call me the monkey, when I was growing up. My grandmother in Sicily, because I was always messing around, playing around, trying to be happy. So I was trying to be the monkey for my mum when she was going through chemo. I would go to the hospital and be all happy and everything, and then I would cry on the way back home, driving home. The same thing with my dad. Used to go and see him in the care home. And then every time I used to just drive back home crying. I used to dread going to see my dad. I mean, obviously I want to see my dad, I want to see my mum, but put on a good face and just make sure that he feels happy. It's the right thing to do, isn't it? I mean, you're not going to go there and be miserable and stuff. So yeah, sometimes try to be as happy as I can on the video as well. I've got no tissue. I've got an old sock here. I often get that thing where I'm laughing and then I'm crying almost at the same time. That sounds nutty. It is nutty. Yeah, but yeah. So now that I've come I've come into some money, the wifey has decided to cut me off. So we get tax credit of £200 a week. That's for the whole family. And so every week I've been getting £100. That's like 50 for me and 50 for the dogs. That was the arrangement. It was kind of a non-written arrangement. That's what she gives me. But I see my wife spends more than 100 quid a week because she goes to Waitrose a few times a week. And okay, I don't say anything. I'm happy with that £100. You know, I'm happy. It's fair. She says the government give us 200, so 100 is for you and the dogs, and then the other 100 is for me and the kids. Now the kids don't eat much; they're only young, and my daughter, a 16-year-old daughter, she doesn't even live with us. She boards. So, but today she said, I said, because every week I have to ask her. I said, "Can you give me 100 quid for going to the supermarket?" I said, it's like I feel ashamed asking her, asking mummy for money every week. And like this week, even last week, she only gave me 87 quid, and she said, "Look in the car, there's some coins." That's why I made a mistake, and it was so embarrassing. I didn't have enough money. I had to put money back, put things back. So this week she says, "Well, you don't need any money. You've got the money for the donations for the dog." I said, "Hang on, you get the money for us as a whole family. Am I not part of the family?" So she said, "Okay, there's 5 of us," because she includes our daughter. She's 16 years of age because now it's holiday time, so she's here. So there's 5 of us, split it between 5, so you can have 40 quid. I said, "Yeah, but I'm a bigger person than the kids. You're all smaller than me. You consume maybe, I don't know, 1,500 calories a day. I consume like 2,500 calories a day. Shouldn't I have more?" So her logical mind thought about it. I don't know how I came up with that so quickly. She said, "Okay, I'll give you 60. And I said, "But what about the dogs?" She said, "The dogs are not part of the, benefits. We don't get it for the dogs." And I suppose she's right, and it does make sense. The thing is, like, I'm so used to now, she's given me that £100 for some time, and now suddenly I come into some money for a month, and she says, "Well, all you need, I'll give you just £40 for yourself, and you've got money for the dog. So people who donated to you, you can spend that money." She's so calculated and so brutal with me. I tell you, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out and just be on my own and be in control of my finances, this and that. She's butthurt because I think she does like shares or something, and maybe she hasn't made money. And I shouldn't have showed her the fact that I made money. Well, people donated to me. People felt sorry for me or felt sorry for the dogs. And I really am grateful for that. And I wanted to express my happiness and show her that I've actually made some money, somehow, that I'm a man. That's all she cares about. That's what a man does. Makes money, provides, is a provider. Yeah. I did it. And so she decided to cut me off. Yeah, and first I got angry, and then on my own, I just started crying out of frustration. It's okay, if I was making that money every month, I could survive, me and the dogs, but I know it's not going to be, well, I don't know, but unless I get some super rich supporter that donates me every month, I can't rely on that. I can't. If Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk say, listen, mate, I feel sorry for you. Look, here's £1,000 a month. I'll tell her to piss off. No, I feel like telling her to piss off anyway. Forget about the money. No money is worth this stress. Yeah, so I pleaded with her and she gave me the £100, but from now on it's going to be a stress because she knows I'm making some money. She says, "Now you have a business on YouTube, deal with it yourself." I said to her, the small amount of money I make, I can't spend it on like fixing the house, doing this and that. Say I get £500, let's say for argument's sake, $500 or £500 a month. If it's a proper business, I'd have to reinvest in the business, i.e., get a bloody phone. This is like, I don't know which generation Samsung this is. It's it's at least 6 or 7 years old, and the camera's no good. It's okay, but this is 720. Is it 720p? Which is the resolution is not good. Like, people have 4K now. I'll be happy to have 1080p. 1080p is just it's a nice resolution. Things are clear. I've got 720, which is like from years ago, and I can only make videos in the car. If that thing moves, then the whole thing distorts, goes out of focus. I can't even move too much. If I move too much, the focus will go off, and the audio comes out, I think, mono. It's not even stereo. So in my mind, I haven't even said anything to her. I'm thinking, I'd like to upgrade my phone so that then I can make better videos, and have a microphone as well. That would be really good, because I don't have good audio. The only thing that saves this is the sound quality is okay, because the sound is cushioned by these by the soft plastics, so it's not so bad. My PC is old. I'd have to invest in a new PC, or at least get some insurance for it. What she says is, you have a business now. She doesn't understand you have to reinvest. Otherwise, if things happen to your equipment, you can't do anything. You can't continue. Yeah, I just feel deflated. I feel it's horrible when you're not in control. I don't have control. I have to argue with her to get that money. So I got the money today, but next week it's not going to be... No, hang on. No, she did give me 100 this week. And she said from now on, 40 quid for me. No, she said, because, yeah, so basically because I eat more than the kids, I'm allowed 60 quid. Years ago, I tell you this, from the bottom of my heart. Years ago, I was a bastard. If I treated her the way I treated other women, she wouldn't act this way. When I say a bastard, I don't mean I was evil. Right? I have to explain myself, I suppose. I wouldn't have allowed this kind of behavior. I wouldn't have allowed her to be in control of anything. But because, you love someone and she's your wife, of course you give her everything. You give her control of, bank, because you trust her. Why not? What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. What's yours is mine. She hasn't got anything, but what's mine is yours. See, a man gives everything to a woman. She has absolutely nothing. She comes into the relationship with financially nothing, but you share everything that you have with her, which is a lot. Yeah, some women might say, you're just talking about financial things, just money. As if money is not important for a woman. It bloody is. Not all women, yes, yeah. Some women are the exception, yeah, okay. I agree. It's just that I haven't met that woman, and that woman wouldn't want to probably be anywhere near me. All that bloody baggage, mental health baggage. Who wants to be around someone like that? Yeah, as I said, I'm not looking for any woman. You're looking for one woman. An angel that comes down from above and can take all your stuff. I suppose all men are looking for that woman. We all want a woman that we can trust, love, that respects us. And all that means is don't bully us and just just be a good person. You want a combination of a mother, a sister, a lover, a friend. Just a little bit of everything. Oh, you want a mother? Yeah, of course you want a mother. A mother is usually the only woman on the planet that you really trust and love and bloody die for. You want something like that, something so special. If you want a mother, you should go back to your mum. You're gonna get comments like that. I don't give a shit. I think men know what I'm talking about. Some men. But even if they don't know what I'm talking about, that's what I want. And yeah, everyone's different. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I feel less stressed now. I was so stressed out inside there. And I just feel like crying. Someone might say, pathetic, crying, whining. Well, lucky you. Lucky you don't have depression. Oh, I got depression, all right. Yeah, you got depression, all right. I'm happy that depression has never touched your brain. There's depression and there's depression. I'm happy that the people are blessed that have never had real depression. It's a blessing. They don't bloody know it. They don't realize it. Yeah, I tend to cry, when I get angry. I used to have this with my dad. My dad, he was a very stern, very tactless man, a good man. Deep down his heart was good, but he never showed much emotion. As he got older, he did show his emotion though. He did cry sometimes. I remember once I found out that I was adopted, and a few years later I was at a table. It was a round table in London in the living room, where the TV is. And I said to him, look, Pa, Pa is dad in Italian. Pa, I want to go and meet my genetic father in Spain. I just want to see what he looks like. And he just burst out crying. And yeah, that really shocked me because he never cried, only for his mum. And when I got stabbed, only a few times. So then I said, no, I don't have to go and see him. I just online I'll try and find. And I never, since then, I never entertained the thought of meeting my genetic father. I don't want to upset my dad. But when we used to argue, like he used to say something really horrible. I used to shout, and then I used to say something bad maybe, and then go into my room and I'd be crying. That's how I let my emotion out. And I can hear him downstairs just tapping on something, fixing on something. He was still stern. And then I would go, and then later on we would eat something, and then he would maybe talk to me. But I didn't see any emotion, like any outburst of emotion, apart from anger. But I would have anger, and then I would go in my room and cry, and then I would feel guilty, and then I would feel. Obviously, I don't know how he felt. I was not in his brain, but I tend to get that. With my wife, she's like that, stern. This is what you're getting for the week, and it seems like it's the same. I get angry with her, then afterwards, like my lips trembling, and I think, oh no, here it starts. So I know maybe I have to cry to release some stress, release some pressure. But actually, it makes things worse because when you cry, obviously you have to have some thought there, and that builds up. Yeah, not taking the medication doesn't help though. So it's too late now for me to go and get the medication. I'll go there and see if it's open, but it's not going to be open. Thank God. I have £100 this week, and so I'm going to go and buy the food for the dogs and buy food for myself. I'm grateful for the fact that she gave me that £100. I don't know next week if she's going to give me. She's going to give me 60 quid. I know it, because she thinks I'm bloody well off suddenly. It's not fair. It's just not fair, because that money is for the dogs. It's not for me. I said to her, if I spend the money on the dogs, I said that money is for the dogs, for the vet, for the vet and everything. If that money runs out, say I don't have any, if I use up all that money, which I will do, then how can I pay for the dog's food if you only give me 60 quid a week? That means, because they eat about £40 a week, I'm going to have to go on a fast. And I suppose now I can do it, I can do everything. I suppose I'm just thinking about, I'm not a Christian, I wish I was. There's that saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. Yeah, I can do it. 20 quid. I can live off, there's hollyhock, there's nettle, there's dandelion. So those things I have, not in abundance, but I can find them. I can just eat one meal a day. But I can't do it for a long time. Until I can sell the house, I can do that. And £40 a week, it's not a lot for 6 dogs. It's not a lot at all. So they're eating a bare minimum diet. Okay, the most important thing is, and I'm really thankful to, who you are, you guys, who've donated. The most important thing is seeing the vet and then having Betty and Timmy treated. So, anyway, I have to go now. Yeah, that's my situation at the moment. And I'm not asking for help. I'm just expressing myself. In case some of you think I'm asking for help, I'm not. If people want to help, they help because they have a good heart. It's not because I tell them to. I don't push anyone. Thank you very much for everything. I pray that my life gets better. At the moment, I don't see a way out. Of course, there's a way out, of course, but maybe I'm under too much stress at the moment. It's just too stressful for me. I just need to be in a hut somewhere alone. Everything is stressful when your mind's not working properly, when your mind is broken. So anyway, I think it's just the medication. Here's what happens when you don't take your medication on time. People say, well, stop taking the medication. Yeah. And what happens when you stop taking the medication? When you start reducing taking the medication? Yeah, all hell breaks loose. Take some vitamins, eat well, do exercise. Yeah. You think your brain's gonna react to that? It will react on some level. It's just like putting a penknife to a tree. You need serious equipment. It does do something, but as I said, just like a little penknife. It'll make a tiny dent, yeah. And the oak tree is just laughing at you. So that's what those are my thoughts for today. Thanks for the help. I'll hang in there. Some people might say, "Oh, hang in there, brother." Yeah, I will. I am. And luckily, I've been through this before. When withdrawal happens, when things happen, they happen in clusters, don't they? Withdrawal is kind of happening slightly. I feel down, and then I stick my head into the comments, and I shouldn't have, for an hour trying to answer. That's stressful. I haven't eaten, so it's a bit stressful. Then she tells me, like the bombshell, no money, because you're making money. I can't take out the money that I do have because I haven't got my card. I have to find my card within a week because the vet appointment is next week. So every day I'm going to have to look everywhere for that card. That's stressful. I pray that I'll be okay I pray on Monday, because Sunday the clinic is closed. So Monday I go there in the morning and they can just, I'm going to be probably shaking and That is what happened last time. I went to the clinic and I said, please, can you give me some Seroxat? And I couldn't even wait to go home. I said, please, I was shaking, can you give me a glass of water? I need to take one now. I was in withdrawal, bloody hell. Uh, This, in a way, is the bloody NHS or whatever, the doctor's fault. Because they give me so little. They give me only 3 weeks worth of medication. And as soon as they give it to me, like on Monday, say on Monday they give me the prescription, I've only got 3 weeks. So basically, I've got a few more, like I've got a month. So I've got 3 weeks of medication, and then that 1 week I have to go again and go make an appointment and just ask for a repeat prescription, and then go there, and then just hopefully a week it doesn't happen in the weekend, that I run out. Like before, they used to give me the medication for about 3 months, 2 months or whatever, and now they keep changing the goalposts, and then a review every 6 months or whatever. I've been taking it for 30 years. What do I have to review? Get me off the medication if you want. Okay, fair enough. I'll come into the doctor's office and then you can help me taper off. No, I don't get it. They only give me enough for 1 month. I've been taking it for for 30 years. Why 1 month? Because they can make this. Because every month I had to go there. Only until recently, my wife changed the benefit. And I was paying, for 2 medications, I was paying like £9 each or something once a month. So there was that expense as well, up only until recently. I don't know what the hell my wife was doing with the benefits. I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't want to know because I don't want to talk to her. I don't want the stress. Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, luckily this has happened before. I've gone into withdrawal. I know what's going to happen. It doesn't make it any more pleasant, but I know what's going to happen and what I've done in the past to get out of it. But each time, the situation is different. Circumstances are different, stresses are different, and maybe neuroinflammation or whatever is different. Maybe you've got other problems, I suppose. So then you may react differently. The last time I think I went into withdrawal, I didn't have all these allergy problems. It was years ago. Yeah, so that's my video for today. It's not a very happy video. Why didn't you make positive videos? I think you're gonna have to go to another channel to see some positive videos. Not at the moment. I don't think I can. But anyway, yeah. I think, when you're depressed, you're much more vulnerable, more weaker, can I say? Yeah, weaker. People take advantage of that. Sometimes they mean to, sometimes they don't mean to, but they will take advantage of you if you're weaker. I might be a big guy. I'm not strong, but I look big. Just fat and chubby. Lardy is not strong. The mind isn't strong. I think I'm going to have to relax today somehow. I have to take the dogs out. It's a terrible situation with the dogs as well. They are bloody stressed out. They live in a corridor, and so they're so happy to see me. But then I open the door to the kitchen, and I can only do it when my wife and my eldest daughter's not there. Because as soon as they come, oh, don't touch me! Keep the dogs away! They don't like dogs. They're not dog people. My son, he's alright. But my daughter really loves dogs. But, even she gets pissed off as well sometimes because it's just too much. Because they need to run around. I can't just open the door and let them run around. I've got 6 acres of fields, and I can't let them run around because they'll just jump over onto a road, or they'll go through into other fields. And if they go into other fields, a farmer could legally shoot them. If they interfere with livestock, or they could shoot them. And I've been told by my next door neighbor. What a wonderful situation. Yeah, fair enough. And so there's a stress. Every time I take them out, I have to take them out with leads. When I take them out with leads, I take one or two of them out, and the rest of them are smashing the windows trying to come out because they're a pack. They don't understand the idea of me taking one out on its own. If I take one dog on its own, it will listen to look at me, listen. As soon as I take two dogs out, three, they all, you know, listen to each other. And so you have to be more stern. You have to pull them back. You have to say no, see it. It's all stressful. So what I do is I take one dog out at a time, and then they're screaming, jumping on the window. I tell them no, calm down. They just all going nuts. I think they've got that separation anxiety, separation from me and from the pack when one of them is taken away. I do that, and they go nuts. And then I have to think that my wife is also hearing this, and she's getting stressed out. Then there's a massive fear. What if they open the door one day and they all run out? The police are going to be here, as they've done in the past, and that is bloody stressful. Just thinking about the police. You don't want to play with or have any dealings with the police. I've had a few dealings already, and I'm on, on their watch, on their records, and they don't forget. It's not as if I make a mistake with the dogs. They have in their records all the times there was a problem, and they'll just add to it. There's no amnesty. All this stuff is accumulated. It's like you just have one more chance. That kind of vibe, that kind of feeling. So I've never had problems with the police in my life. Now with the dogs, yeah. I need to find a place where I can secure the dogs. Live in the wilderness somewhere so they can't run. Live on an island so they can't bloody... I was going to say no, they'll probably swim away. No, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, anyway, so thanks for listening. I don't know really what this video was about. It was about my situation at the moment. Thank you for the people who donated, and thank you for the people who didn't donate and watched the video. I appreciate everything that I have. It doesn't look like I do, but I do. It's just that at the moment I'm not saying anything positive. I'm trying. So that's what happened today. Thanks a lot. I hope you guys are well and happy, and hopefully the next video I can make, will be more happy and more, I would have taken my medication. Hopefully not before Monday. Well, yeah, I'm going to take medication today. I have to. So you have a brief glimpse of what happens when medication isn't taken, and I start to fall. This is just the beginning. If I go a few days, or if I start taper down after a few days, all hell breaks loose. This is not all hell breaking loose. This is the border, the edge. And I know I'm slipping, but I haven't slipped yet. Anyway, thank you very much for you watching, and hope you have a nice evening or nice morning or whatever, and be safe, eat healthy, nutritious food, take supplements, do exercise, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Like, dislike, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Sorry, and turn on the notification. Bye bye.